achieving your dreams. And you being a very successful household name and being involved in Bollywood, and basically there's probably not one person in India that doesn't know your name. You've gone through a path of success. So I guess for me, I'd love to know from a different perspective, what does success mean to you?
I think the success definition keeps changing at various stages of your life. When I was in school or college, I wanted to be an actor. So I wanted to be in a drama school. I stole 200 rupees from my mother's temple, went for an audition, got selected. That was a success when I first time got enrolled in a drama school. When I got out of drama school, I wanted to be a theatre actor. I got theatre actor. When I got into movies, my first film, I was 27 when I played a 65-year-old man. I could only do that because I was a trained actor. So it kept changing. There is no end to parameters of success. I'll say, what is my success now? I think it may sound cliche, but it doesn't matter because cliches they've come out of life. My success is that few years back I was running fast nowhere, and now I think I'm running slowly or walking slowly somewhere. Because there is no dimension. Money-wise, I'm happy. What you have made in 3 years, I think I've made in 30 years. I'm not will never reach there. But I'm richer than you as a person. As a person who's gone through life, my experiences have made me richer. My failures have made me richer. I speak a lot on power of failure at various universities. I think I learn a lot from failure than from success, if you take the failure successfully. Success is very one-dimensional. At this stage of my life, success is that I am not insecure if I tomorrow don't have any films. I'm at school, I'll be happy. I'm a successful person today because I think differently. But 5 years back, if I did not have 20 films shooting at the same time, I was petrified, I was paranoid about it. And then failure happened to me. My company went almost bankrupt. I had no movies, I had facial palsy. And I discovered that I'm back to square one after being so successful. And then I said, what do I do now? Because nothing is working out. So I did a play on the failures of my life, on my autobiography, for kuch bhi ho sakta hai. And then that became the most successful venture of my life. I have earned so much money from that one-man show that no movies have given. So it's very difficult to talk about definition of success that way. Success is this, that you come from a small town, there are a lot of people sitting here, and you are actually being interviewed, or audition I'm saying, interviewed by a person who is very successful in terms of perception. That's success to me. To me, to be able to entertain you is success. So, I can come up with a very, very intelligent definition of success, but I don't have one. To me, success is being yourself. Very few people are successful that way, but I'm completely myself.
So, is there any...
I make it easy for you. Every time I raise my hand, you have to clap.
So, how about for the early years, like the early years before the success point? What advice can you give? What advice can you give people that are still trying to achieve success?
I came here on the 3rd of June 1981. I had a regular job of a lecturer in a drama school in Lucknow. So somebody said that, why don't you come here? And I had exhausted myself in Lucknow, I had become popular, etc., etc. And I was told that I will be given a place to stay. And I discovered to my horror that that's a small room, 8 by 10 feet, and there are 3 more people sharing the room with me. And my landlady was a washerwoman. But strangely, my address was Anupam Kher, 2 by 15, Kherwadi, Khernagar, Kher Road, Bandrai. So I knew that I will make it. But they were horrible years. I don't want to glorify my struggle, but I've spent about 29 days in Bangalore railway station. I was homeless. But what kept me going was my optimism. What kept me going that I will make it one day, because my grandfather said that if you work hard and if you're honest, you will make it. And I never want to prove him wrong. So, my early years, if you look at it from a different perspective, they were horrible, but I did not know. You see, till you become rich, you do not know what poverty is.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's as simple as that. I came to this city with 31 rupees. Today, I will always be millionaire as compared to 31 rupees. But if I compare my last year's income to this year, and even if I have lost 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs or a crore of rupees, then I am a poorer person this year. But I never judge my status from last year. I always go back to those 31 rupees. In fact, it's so strange, for my first film I got 10,000 rupees. 10,000 is how many dollars, so that I can $5 kilogram or something like that. $200 I got for my first film, entire film. And for my next film, because suddenly I was discovered a new sensation, etc., etc. For my next film, 10,000 rupees was my signing amount. Those 10,000 rupees I found so difficult to spend completely. Because I was the first person in 100 years of my family who saw 10,000 rupees together. So they were not finishing. That was the best part of it. I took my brother who used to work in a tin factory. I said, let's go to holiday. So we went to holiday and we ordered chicken tandoori, we ordered beer, and we ordered all that. I said, okay, these 10,000 rupees will be finished. The bill was 947 rupees. I was so disappointed. I bought my brother to 5-star hotel and the money is not. But that 10,000 rupees joy will never come back. So I think success, coming back to your previous question, success is remembering those days and not getting upset about these days.
One of the things I realized is that the more I give, the more successful I've been able to become. And you've done a great job with your foundation. At what point do you think people need to start thinking about giving back? And what advice can you give, because you're actually making an initiative based on your own foundation?
There are two ways that you give. One is it is inherent in you to give. Then even if you have 2 shirts, you can give 1 shirt. You don't have to earn a certain amount of money to be able to give. The giving is a joy to those people who like to give. And to some people, it's a formality, it's so many other things. Most amazing story I'll tell you about my life. When I was struggling for work, I used to travel from Bandra to Cherry Road by train. And because coming from a more organized place, smaller towns, it used to be horrible to get into the train. So I used to go a little earlier, sit on the corner seat and travel. One day when I went there was a person already on the window seat and he was looking out, he was wearing dark glasses. So I sat down next to him and the train started moving and he asked me after some time, why are you so restless? In Hindi. So I said, and he kept looking outside. So I said, how do you know that I'm restless? He said, I can feel from your vibrations you're very restless. I said, I'm an actor, I've been looking for work, nothing is happening, I'm not getting any work, I have no money, no place to stay. So he said, you should wear a colored shirt. I said, what's the connection? I said, I was wearing a white shirt. He said, no, you will feel better. You should wear a colored shirt. After about 7-8 stations, that man got up and walked out and he was a blind man. I was completely taken aback by that experience. But for strange reasons, when I feel low, I wear a colored shirt. And I feel better. So it's a matter of telling yourself. So all those experiences, if you look at it, you like to give. For a long time I used to spend my birthday in a blind school, girls' blind school. I think you should start giving from now. I mean, timetable, there is no scheduling for giving. And as you said rightly, that the more you give, the more joy you give, more joy you get. I think the most amazing thing about Bill Gates and so many other people over in America is that they give with joy. I mean, we have to learn a little about that. Giving is not yet a joy for our nation. It's not. Maybe we are just 64 years old or 63 years old country, so we are not settled with that. That has a lot to do with it, so I'm sure there are reasons. But giving has no time span. You can start giving from the moment you make it. I find it very difficult to believe that people don't want to give. It's how much can you take with you? How much?
I've actually noticed that. I mean, and I don't want to say anything negative about this country, but at least in America, the perception is that the more successful you become, it almost makes you more humble, especially if you're rooted around the right people.
That's one country which worships success, and everybody applauds that. And I have so many issues with that country. I have so many issues, but I think one thing that they have, amazing thing, is that whenever somebody becomes successful, they really applaud that. The moment somebody becomes successful, that means the rest of the family, rest of the people, rest of the world becomes, oh my God, he must have done something. In today's time, they actually do something to become successful. But I think it's an evolution period. I'm an optimist,
but I think that can change, especially because one of the things that's in America that works is people are starting to give back young. So rather than waiting at the end of your career, like just my own example, I'm involved in various charities in the hopes to eventually start my own foundation.
But sorry to interrupt. There can be reasons for that. You see, if you make from say 100 rupees to 1,000 rupees, then there is a possibility of giving less. But if you make it from 100 rupees straight to 1 crore of rupees, then the person who is giving also feels that, oh, I did not expect to make so much. Maybe that's a theory that I will give it to. But yes, there is a lot of people who give dan, who do lots of other charitable works. A lot of people in India also don't talk about that. It's inherent in our culture, but they don't talk about it. Because I'll tell you, initially when I started doing this kind of work, every paper, a lot of people talk about the moment